Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Happy Monday. It is the day after Super Bowl. So interesting. I heard something on the news station in the car that like more people called out sick today. It's like the Super Bowl sickness. More people don't show up to the point where they wanted to make the Monday after Super Bowl a holiday. Why don't they just switch the Super Bowl to Saturday? Just saying. Anyway, we have made it through another week. I'm excited for some more Boss Babe stuff. This has been a crazy, crazy week, and I want to just thank you so much for those of you that reached out, those of you that I talked to, that knew everything was like crazy with my husband last Monday. And, that's the thing. There's going to be things that come up in life. I know that when you have things scheduled and emergencies happen or the world turns upside down, we figure things out because we have things scheduled. We have appointments, whether we have work, our Mary Kay is our work, all the things. So that's kind of what happened to me last week. I had things scheduled and all of the things aligned for me to do what I was supposed to do, all the while being able to go back and forth to the hospital. But Ken is home. Ken is doing great. He has a follow-up on Wednesday and still on antibiotics, but we're just trying to get this infection all reined in. Everything is great. Everything is great. But thank you for your prayers, your calls, and your concern. And everything is going to be fine. So thank you for that. Last week's training was fantastic. Cindy Gress is amazing. And I just have to share with you that while I'm doing this Boss Babes training with you guys on Friday mornings with the directors with Ari, we are also getting a director Boss Babes. It's the same teachers every week, but just imagine the training on steroids with a lot more accountability and a lot more of like, what are you doing? So that being said, we are going to get into our Boss Babes training for this week. And before that, I got a couple of things, but I just wanted to say I've got my packet. So if for some reason you did not get the email with your packet to take notes, and you somehow did not get that email from me, please let me know if you want it and you want to have all of this to track, because you guys, we're doing is that showing up? This is the points. These are the points that we're supposed to be tracking. And again, one of the things last week, every week, is attending the success meeting with your camera on. We're not doing this as a Zoom. We're doing this as a Facebook Live. So as long as you're commenting, under the live that you're on, you're going to get those 20 points. And then, did you have an accountability call with me? Have we talked about your activity? Have we talked about stuff? So you get 30 points for that. When you have new names and numbers collected with skincare surveys, warm chats, or referrals, you get points for that. Have you booked a party? I had a party booked for tomorrow. It is now a facial because people got the flu. So my party was booked, but it's not going to be held. It's going to be a facial. So I'm going to get the 25 points for the party booked, but not the 50 points. You see how that works? All right. And then every face pampered, I'm going to get those points. I'll be interviewing her tomorrow. I'm going to get those points. And then my goal is to have a new team member. So that's there. Shout out, wanted to do just, I know last week I welcomed Deborah. I did just post her picture. I got her picture from her. She's not on Facebook, but I want to make sure we welcomed her. And then I wanted to welcome Angie. So Angie is a brand new team member of Janet's. So congratulations to Janet and Angie. Welcome, Angie, to our team. And so I will be getting her picture and getting that posted as well. So that's pretty fun, you guys. 2 new team members this week. And there you go. So I wanted to do one other thing. I wanted to give a shout out. Everything got crazy last week. I wanted to give a shout out to Olivia. I think I forgot to give her a big round of applause for turning in her weekly accomplishment sheet, having some sales last week. That was exciting. And then this week, congratulations to Faye for also having some great reorders and turning in her weekly accomplishment sheet. That's amazing. And then I just wanted to share our February prizes. I think I forgot to post this last month. January came and went. So this month, the 350 wholesale by the 15th is to get the charm. Now remember, all of these charms every month have to do with a saying from Mary Kay herself. So this month is this beautiful jewel, and what the saying is that goes with it is to be a go-getter. Give the world the best you have, and the best will come back to you. That is a saying by Mary Kay Ash. So if you have never received your charm bracelet, if you've never done 350 by the 15th, then you will achieve this getting the charm as well as the charm bracelet. If you already have the charm bracelet, then you will get this additional charm to go on it. So that's 350 by the 15th. Now we have a couple girls that have ordered this month. Olivia's ordered, Faye has ordered, and they are super close to their 350. So 350 by the 15th, they will get this fabulous charm with the Mary Kay Be a Go-Getter saying. And then 700 wholesale is the company prize, and that is this lavender. It's kind of a leather look makeup brush case. Super cute. And then anybody who is a $1,000 wholesale achiever this month, that's our $1 Million Babe. You are going to get 2 new items out of the spring line, and you're going to get some new lookbooks. So you're going to get a package product bundle from your director. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I shared that. Then the last thing is tomorrow night. You know, it's normally on Mondays, but tomorrow, and I say tomorrow night, but it's really kind of like tomorrow afternoon if you live on the West Coast. Our monthly rally with Ari is happening tomorrow. And that is just because there was some event that was happening tonight. And so she switched it to Tuesday. So that's going to be on our regular Zoom tomorrow. And I think it's at 4:00 California time. I'll send out another email, but it's the normal time. It's in the featured of our Facebook group. You can find all the information there. Okie doke. All right. Okay. There we have it. So now let me go back to me, and then let me go over here and make sure. Okay, let me go here and do a screen share, and we will get going with National Sales Director Janice Trude. Janice Trude is a national. She was from Northern California, moved to Texas, and so right now in the state of California, we have 0 English-speaking nationals, but I think she's moving back, but she will be retiring in December. So if you have thought about going to Career Conference in Santa Clara, California, Northern California, that's by San Jose, that is being hosted by Janice Trude. If you are considering going to Anaheim right here with me, Spanish only, I have figured out Google Translate on my laptop or even my phone will listen and translate into English for me. So I'm going to work on that, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be going to the Anaheim Career Conference. All right, so let's do a screen share. And here we go.
Well, hello, Boss Babe Consultants. I am so excited to be on here with you today. And by the way, Happy New Year. You know, I'm just excited about the series, and I hope you are too, and I hope you're ready to take notes. Everybody has a different way of trailblazing. I love the word trailblazing. So thank you for being a part of the series and wanting to trailblaze your business. Well, my name is Janice Trude, and I'm excited to share, I'm getting my notes here with you, with some of you today about trailblazing ideas to make sure that you thrive in 2025. You know, trailblazing to me And I think the definition is different for everybody. It means doing things that are a little bit out of the ordinary, stretching your mind to think of so many more ways to reach people and do Mary Kay. Trailblazing is also jumping in someplace and having no idea how to get started, but you're just going to blaze the trail. And I think it's a mindset also. I love trailblazing. I've moved several times and I've built several countries. And as I jumped into a new country where I knew absolutely nobody, just the fascination of how you can just meet people today. So if you think about it, this company has been blazing trails since Mary Kay started in 1963. Well, she started in Texas, right? And today we are in every state in the United States and 30 other countries, of which I have blazed those trails also. I was trained by Mary Kay. And I remember Mary Kay saying once, if this is where you live, so you take your city, right now where you live, you take your city, and you go an hour north, south, east, and west. And that's where you start to trailblaze, Start where you are and go an hour north, south, east, and west. And as you blaze that trail, then where you're there, and building pockets are really fun. I love the fact that I can travel all over the world and blaze trails and just see some things. Some of the great things about building other countries is seeing how Mary Kay works in other countries and how excited they are about our product and how they blaze the trail with another language or another situation, or they don't have cars, and they jump on trains. Can you imagine jumping on a train with all your starter bag and some of your product? I mean, we're so used to certain things. And so I just want to give you a few things that I did as a consultant and moving up to blaze the trail. Okay. So there we go. As a consultant, number one, I did learn to brand myself. And I think that's really important because if you're in a new area, you want to blaze a trail, you want to be seen, you want to be noticed. And so I will tell you that branding yourself is super important. I'm always talking to my area about branding themselves right away. So when I was out about, especially in a new area, I was always wearing a Mary Kay t-shirt or a beauty coat or a baseball cap to the sports games or whatever. But I was always branding myself. When I go into a store, my pink Cadillac does not follow me. So it's really important to brand yourself. So I'm going to ask you, if you're out blazing a trail, are you branding yourself? I could just tell you how many hundreds of people have come up to me and said, are you in Mary Kay? Because I have worn something that says Mary Kay on it. So super important to brand yourself. But not only just branding yourself, do you have business cards and samples? I always have business cards and samples with me. I always take cute little bags with me, charcoal masks, things like that. So as you are branding yourself out there, do you have samples with you? Are you prepared to have cute little bags with a charcoal mask sample, a charcoal mask instruction sheet, and something to hand out to somebody? I mean, we usually make these up in the thousands, okay? So, and it's such a great thing to do is to give out charcoal masks. So make sure that you're not only branded, but you have samples and cards always have with you. I've moved several times in my career and started building where I didn't even know anyone. So one of the things that I've always loved to do to meet lots of people at one time is pop-up vendor events, because it would give me an opportunity to see and reach many more people. So I'll give you an example. I wanted to move to a new area and I knew basically one consultant there, but I heard that there was nothing going on there and I knew it was a fresh place. I was the brand new actual sales director and I left everybody behind and went 9 hours south of me. And when I moved to this town, I found 3 different events that were going on. One was a bridal event. One was a beauty expo and one was an event with the Chamber of Commerce. And those 3 events provided me hundreds and hundreds of leads. So I want to say, if you're going to blaze the trail, you need to also be very tight on your follow-up. And I wanted to say that again, because if you're going to blaze the trail and you get a lot of these leads, systems have to be in place. Text messages need to be created. All those things are really great because the follow-up is great. Anybody can get lots of leads. I can get 500 leads. You can get 300 leads, 200 leads, 100 leads, whatever. But if we don't have a system to follow up right away, it's not going to help you. So I want you to be super tight on your follow-up, okay? I love doing things for the foundation also too. I've done a lot of stuff for Mary Kay's Foundation, like community events, especially during the spring and summer. So I created this kind of skin cancer awareness idea where I would be at different pop-up events with my consultants or with your team members or just starting by yourself, okay? So what we did at Skin Cancer Awareness Boost, I ordered the breast cancer awareness, the shower tags that you can actually buy on Section 2. You may not even know that we have those, but they are a shower tag that you put in the shower and it hangs there to examine your breast for breast cancer or for lumps. And so I purchased those on Section 2. I created a presentation board. Y'all know what a presentation board is? It's a board that's like the Black Science Project board that you had when you were helping your kids. All right, so here's what we did. It said skin cancer awareness on the top. I wore a beauty coat, okay? One panel of the board was Mary Kay and the Foundation. One panel on the board was products of Mary Kay. And the center part was things that I picked up either on Mary Kay's website or the American Cancer Society on skin, cancer, melanoma, taking care of your skin, statistical information. I even had some brochures to hand out, okay? So I had all these, and I love it because the presentation board stands perfect at a table. You can imagine a table with a tablecloth, and skin cancer awareness was there. We also had a bowl of candy, it attracts the kids, and a bowl of those skin cancer or cancer awareness, those rubber band arm things that have the logo on them also too. And we had information on melanoma and handed out flyers and all that stuff, all from the American Cancer Society. So we gave out, as people would come by my booth, I would hand them the breast cancer shower tag, you know, a sample of our sunscreen. I'd even have hand cream for them to try. And of course then, you know, would you like to have some hand cream? Would you like a little goodie bag? We would get samples of our new sunscreen is great too. So we have samples of that. And then we did drawings. I said, would you love to enter our drawing? We're giving away 25 U+2s. I did a lot of U+2s early on in my career. I figured everybody had 2 friends. And so that's what I did. I love big parties of 5 or 6, but I had them enter a drawing. So I had a registration slip to enter a drawing for a U+2 event. That meant them and their 2 friends. And so I love doing U+2s. Now, these presentation boards that we did in the Skin Cancer Awareness Board, believe it or not, we did so well in my national area at farmers markets. I know it sounds crazy. On a Saturday morning during the spring and the summer, we would show up at some farmers markets. And you know what? Some of them actually gave us an opportunity to just say, Janice, you're not going to sell anything or do anything, like just have awareness on skin cancer. You can stand there all day if you want. We're not even going to charge you for it. I'm like, I'm good with that. Of course, I had a Mary Kay, Mary Kay beauty coat on, and I gave away samples, okay, of our sunscreen. I had information there about Mary Kay. I had Mary Kay banners behind me, so I looked really professional. It really looked great, but I was there for awareness for Mary Kay and the foundation. And then I had people register for the drawings for the U+2. But then came the follow-up. It was great to meet you today. You were one of our winners. You have a U+2. So I did a lot of those types of things because it gave me an opportunity to meet people. Bridal fairs. I did a ton of bridal fairs, health fairs, expos. I did gym events. Maybe you ever gone, people feel, go to the gym. Some of your bigger gyms or like LA Fitness, or I'm trying to think of some of the other big name gyms, UFC gyms. Some of those have what they call an opportunity for a vendor day. And you can come in and you can give out samples. We did really good at gym events also too, because I feel like if people are going to spend money to make themselves feel good, they want to look good also too. So we used to do a program called Look Good, Feel Great. And we'd have a presentation board that said, look good, feel great, take care of your skin. And we would hand out samples of the gym events. Why did I do these? Because as I was blazing a trail and going into a new area, I didn't know how to really start just meeting one person at a time. But I figured getting involved in the community or things that were going on in the area, even customer appreciation events at stores. I really jumped into the Chamber of Commerce's. I probably have joined, I have no idea, maybe 100 in my career. And I do the mixers or the after hours. And you think about all the different types of women. There's the moms out there, and then there's the working women out there, and then there's the single parents out there. I try to look for different pockets of people. Trailblazing is all about meeting people in new places and figuring out where to go next. And so don't be afraid to drive and even jump on a plane, if you need to do that. So where does everybody hang out? Where do the moms groups hang out? Where are the clubs or the organizations or anything like that? I did a lot of these types of events with my people. And in the very beginning, I did it myself in order for me to build my unit as a up and coming consultant. And then as a DIQ, I found these are really helpful also to me. Seasonal things too. I did anything I could get involved in, community-wise, or if it had to do with the foundation, whether it had to do with cancer or domestic violence. I did a lot of domestic violence shelter events also too. All these things got my name out there, and it helped me to trailblaze all across the United States. Today, I have people in so many states all across the United States today. I have loved building countries. I'll tell you a quick story. When I went to Europe to build there first, they always say go with a bunch of leads. Well, I just jumped. I knew one person in Holland, the Netherlands, and there was a bridal fair, and I saw when the bridal fair was, and I scheduled myself to go. I purchased the stand to go to the bridal fair. There were 500 booths at this event, and I knew one consultant there. From that one event, we brought in 5 team members, and today we have hundreds of people over there. And so from those one things like that, now I will tell you, my follow-up had to be super tight there, because when you're only there for 3 weeks, if somebody says, well, call me in a couple months, that was not going to happen, because I'd have been back in America. So anytime, even when I went to the Philippines and some of the places in the countries that I've been to, anytime we've done things like this, we've always looked for opportunities where we could see a lot of people at one time. And so look for those things. Where do you find them? Well, you can find them on Eventbrite. You can also go to your Google, or you can also go into the Facebook bar. I find the Facebook search bar is a really good thing to do. I can't even begin to tell you how many Facebook groups that I'm involved in, but a lot. Blazing the trail is getting out there and just doing some things. I will tell you, in the last 3 years, I have gone to more places and blazed more trails in the last 3 years than I think I did my whole first part of my time in Mary Kay. It's been so great to just pop into places and do things. I've done makeover events at flower shops, at bridal salons. Those have been really great. Customer appreciation. So think out of the box. So trailblazing is also a mindset where you can just think about ways that you can build and other places that you can go. Brand yourself, have samples, look for those opportunities, be out there. Don't be afraid. And there have been times, I just did a vendor event with 2 of my consultants yesterday. There'll be times we have to get up super early and put up a tent and stuff like that. But I wanted to also say is make sure when you do this, you look amazing. Everybody is branded. All my people have Mary Kay t-shirts on. We all look the same. It looks like you're walking into an amazing place. Make it pop. That is super, super important. So I hope that these ideas helped you in blazing the trail a little bit for your future. I know that this year, 2025, is going to be a time for you to all thrive in 2025. And I wish you all the best. But remember, you will learn from all of these things. And even if you only get one lead, that's great. I have so many stories. I could be here for hours of people that I have met last year at a farmer's market who have now gone through DIQ and are sales directors today, just in this last year. Places we've met people at pop-up events or vendor events or chamber events. Oh my gosh, the list goes on. But you know what? If we don't stretch ourselves and we don't blaze trails, we don't get to grow our business. So I hope that helped you today. And Happy New Year. I know 2025 is going to be a year that you thrive.
All right. Let me stop that. Oh my gosh, I love it. I took so many notes, and I've never done the thing with the board, but I've done so many of these things. I've never done a farmer's market. I thought that was interesting that she was talking about the farmer's market. I know there's just even, this is so crazy because so many of the girls up in Northern California would actually set up a little tiny, like almost like a TV tray size table at like the pumpkin patch and the Christmas tree lots. So I know they do a lot more of like the outdoor events like that. Years ago, I know Janice was training us all on gyms. And I can remember myself personally, if a national sales director is giving me an idea, you guys, I'm going to go try it. So some of the big gyms, trying to think of that one big one. It's not LA Fitness, it's the other one. Anyway, they were like, no, you can't come in. LA Fitness let me go in. They did have a vendor day. They let me go in. Any type of smaller gym that's more of what you would call like a mom and pop, that's not like a huge corporate gym, they'll let you go in. I think what she said was just great. But I will tell you, until tonight, I had never heard about doing skincare awareness events at farmers markets. And I just took a ton of notes because, you guys, I have been saying it. The bottom line is we have to get out and meet new people. And where are you going to meet new people? Like if we know we have a goal, and maybe your goal is to be a director, maybe your goal is to be a red jacket, maybe your goal is to make $200, maybe your goal is to just pay off a bill, maybe your goal is to buy a Disneyland pass for your kids. Whatever the goal is, okay, then you want to figure out from there. That's like a dream. Your goal is a dream. And that's all it's going to stay until you figure out the steps. So then we have to go backwards to figure out, how will you get there? Well, you need this amount of money. Okay, this amount of money is how many facials, how many faces, how many parties. Okay, that many. Perfect. Okay, so now you know you've got to book that many faces or that many parties. Okay, great. So you know how you have to book it. But then who are you going to book? Who will you book? I mean, you can book family and friends to start. I mean, that is so true because that's where we start. But then once you have gone outside of that base, if you have not been super great at getting leads from those people, or sometimes people just don't want to give you the leads, like it makes me crazy, just like give me to your friends, right? So, but they don't always do that. So we are constantly trying to get new leads. So where will you get them? Well, we have to get them somewhere, and it's either going to be warm chatting here, there, or everywhere. But I loved it. She talked about the chamber events. She talked about joining many different Facebook groups. She talked about going places. Blazing a trail is doing something that you didn't do before. Going somewhere, doing something that somebody else isn't doing. They're not willing to do it. What are you willing to do? So I loved it because, you guys, I ordered those Section 2 breast cancer things. I've got stacks of them. So this is so great. I love it. I got a lot out of this, and I can't wait to get extra training from Janice on Friday. But you guys, who's going to do this with me? You know, get a partner, get a friend, call me up. Like, let's book some stuff. I'm ready to go. And I love that whole getting out of your zone. I'm driving to San Diego tomorrow. I'm totally driving to San Diego tomorrow. I have a pocket, right? I'm going this way, that way. So all the things Linda Tupin said, all the things that Janice is saying, I love it. I challenge you to do something different this week that you haven't done yet. All right, guys, take care. I love you. Have a fabulous week, and I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget, today's the 10th. If you are available for early ordering, today's your day. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Love you.